मोबाइल में देखिए, देखो
10 सेकंड के लिए भी डिले चलता अभी हुई नहीं स्ट्रीम। हमारी आवाज जाती है।
Professor Omkar Singh Ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Technical University, our guest of honor, Professor D.K. Chaturvedi, our respected registrars of our Dean, DSW, HOD ma'am, IEEE Delhi section members, executive members, respected professors, colleagues, students, and dear friends. Now I invite Mr. Ayan and Alina to go ahead this program, please.
A very good morning to everyone present here. This morning marks the beginning of a focused and meaningful journey that spans over 3 days, where ideas will be exchanged, collaborations forged, and technology will be aligned with social responsibility.
A very good morning to all of you. इस महफिल का आगाज हम अल्लामा इकबाल साहब की एक नज्म के टुकड़े से करना चाहेंगे। इल्म की रोशनी से है इंसान की पहचान, इल्म की रोशनी से है इंसान की पहचान, यही है सबसे बड़ी खिदमत इंसान। ये ऑडिटोरियम हमेशा इल्म, खिदमत और उन कामयाबियों का गवाह रहा है जो जामिया की पहचान है। डेलकॉन 2025 इसी रिवायत को आगे बढ़ा रहा है, bringing together recent trends in engineering to explore smart technologies for sustainable development. Across these days, you'll hear from researchers, scholars, educators, and keynote speakers who are translating theories into practices and ideas into impacts. We are grateful to every author, reviewer, organizing members of all the committees of Delcon 2025, the IEEE Delhi Section Executive Committee members for their dedication that has made this gathering possible.
जामिया की रिवायत को कायम रखते हुए हम कुरान पाक की कुछ आयतों के साथ इस महफिल का आगाज करते हैं। मैं हमारे अजीज प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर अबरार अहमद सर को आमंत्रित करना चाहता हूं।
Very good morning. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ومن آياته أن خلقكم من تراب ثم إذا أنتم بشر تنتشرون. ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون. ومن آياته خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف ألسنتكم وألوانكم إن في ذلك لآيات للعالمين. ومن آياته منامكم بالليل والنهار وابتغاؤكم من فضله إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يسمعون. ومن آياته يريكم البرق خوفا وطمعا وينزل من السماء ماء فيحيي به الأرض بعد موتها إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يعقلون. ومن آياته أن تقوم السماء والأرض بأمره ثم إذا دعاكم دعوة من الأرض إذا أنتم تخرجون. صدق الله العظيم.
These are some of the ayats of Surah Al-Rum, chapter 30, ayat from 20 to 25. Just to translate this, with the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. And from among His signs is that He created you from dust. Then suddenly you are human beings dispersed throughout the world. And of His signs is that He created you for you from yourselves mates, that you may find tranquility in them, and He placed between you affection and mercy. Indeed, in these are the signs for people who contemplate and who give thought. And of His signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the diversity of your languages, and the diversity of your colors. Indeed, in that are the signs for those of knowledge. And of His signs is your sleep by night and day, and your seeking of His bounty. Indeed, in that are the signs for the people who listen carefully. And of His signs is that He shows you the lightning causing fear and aspiration for rain, and He sends down rain from the sky, by which He brings to life the earth after its lifelessness. Indeed, in that are the signs for people who use reason. And of His signs is that the heavens and the earth are sustainable by His command. Then when He calls you with a single call, all of you will have to return immediately. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you, sir, for the soulful recitation of the Holy Quran. May the spirit of wisdom and compassion guide every decision and discussion made here at Delcon 2025.
जामिया तराना महज एक गीत नहीं है, ये उन अक़दार की गूंज है जिसने हमारी तरबियत की है। इसी जज्बे के साथ हम आप सब से गुजारिश करते हैं कि बराए मेहरबानी जामिया तराना का एहतराम करें। That was indeed such a soulful experience for all of us. It is my privilege to now invite our conference chair and respected head of the Department of Electrical Engineering, Professor Shahida Khatun ma'am, to address the gathering.
Honorable Registrar, Professor Mehtab Alam Rizvi Sahab, respected DSW Team Student Welfare, Professor Nilofer Afzal, respected Dean Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Professor Muhammad Sharif Sahab, our distinguished chief guest, Professor Onkar Singh Sahab, Vice Chancellor, VSMB, Uttarakhand Technical University, Dehradun, Professor, respected guest of honor, Professor D.K. Chaturvedi, Dean, Faculty of Engineering, Dayalbagh, Agra, Dayalbagh National Institute, Agra, esteemed speakers, delegates, guests, and dear participants. A very good morning to all of you. It is my honor to welcome you to the inauguration of IEEE Delcon 2025, International Conference on Recent Smart Technologies in Engineering for Sustainable Development, being hosted at Jamia Millia Islamia by the Department of Electrical Engineering from 31st October to 2nd November 2025. बकौल शायर अंदाज़े बयां गर्चा बहुत खूब शोख नहीं है अंदाज़े बयां गर्चा बहुत शोख नहीं है शायद कि उतर जाए तेरे दिल में मेरी बात. On behalf of department and from me personally, I wish to express our immense gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor and heartfelt thanks to our respected registrar for their indispensable support in organizing this conference. Their leadership and support were the twin pillars upon which this event stood. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, as the academic and administrative head of the university, provided the essential visionary leadership and conceptual approval from the outset. By facilitating institutional collaboration, allocating critical resources, and engaging with national and international partners, he ensured the conference was perfectly aligned with the national education policy and university's strategic goals for fostering global academic exchange and research excellence. Complementing this with vision, our Honorable Registrar provided the fundamental administrative and operational support. He masterfully supervised all formal communications, approvals, budgeting, and logistic coordination within the institutional framework, ensuring seamless cooperation among various departments and smooth execution of the event. Together, the Vice Chancellor and Registrar created a synergetic environment that perfectly bridged academic vision with administrative execution. This partnership was instrumental in ensuring the conference was conducted efficiently, meaningfully, and in a manner that significantly enhances the university's international academic reputation. In simple words, this conference would not have been possible without their gracious patronage. We are deeply touched that our beloved Dean Student Welfare, Professor Nilofer Afzal, has been very unwavering support for the success of this program. We also acknowledge that on the eve of Jamia's 105th Foundation Day, many important programs are being organized across the campus. We completely understand the scheduling commitment that prevented our Honorable Vice Chancellor from joining us in person at this moment. We are, however, deeply touched that he conveyed his best wishes for the success of this program, which has served as a great source of encouragement for all of us. IEEE Delcon has become a distinguished forum for researchers, practitioners, and students to exchange ideas at the intersection of engineering, technology, and sustainable development. This year's conference continues that tradition by bringing together an interdisciplinary program spanning electrical, electronics, computer, and allied engineering disciplines together. I am happy to share that this year we received an impressive number, over 700 of paper submissions from India and abroad. Our rigorous review process was supported by an equally large number of dedicated academicians across institutions and disciplines to whom I must express my gratitude. We are proud that eligible papers will be submitted to IEEE Explore, ensuring that the research presented here reaches a broad international audience. We are privileged to host Delcon 2025, and we are committed to provide an environment that fosters lively discussion, collaboration, and innovation. With our dedicated faculty, advanced laboratories, and motivated students, we continuously strive to cultivate creativity, critical thinking, and leadership in technology. बकौल शायर उरूजे आदमे खाकी से अंजुम सहमे जाते हैं, उरूजे आदमे खाकी से अंजुम सहमे जाते हैं कि ये टूटा हुआ तारा मैं कामिल न बन जाए. This shade talks about the potential of human intelligence, such that even galaxies cover before the brilliance of mankind, that this fallen star might shine brighter than the moon. Hosting IEEE Delcon 2025 is a reflection of our enduring commitment to bridge academia and industry, fostering partnerships that drive innovation and empower the next generation of engineers to become global problem solvers. But we are not satisfied, and our thirst for academic excellence has not been quenched completely. Our situation is appropriately described by the renowned Urdu Shayar Mirza Ghalib Sher. मंजर एक बुलंदी पर और हम बना सकते, मंजर एक बुलंदी पर और हम बना सकते, अर्श से परे होता काश के मकाम था. Before I conclude, I take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to the IEEE Delhi section, our distinguished speakers, collaborators, organizing committee members, and all participants for their tireless efforts and invaluable support in making this conference possible. To our invited speakers, session chairs, authors, and attendees, thank you for contributing your expertise and time. To the organizing and student volunteers, your dedication has been essential in bringing this event to life. I encourage all participants to take full advantage of the technical sessions, poster presentations, and networking opportunity to build new collaborations and to explore solutions for sustainable engineering challenges. On behalf of Department of Electrical Engineering and Jamia Millia Islamia, I extend best wishes for a productive and inspiring conference. May Delcon 2025 stimulate new ideas, partnerships, and directions for research that serve society and the environment. I am confident that the ideas and collaborations born here will continue to inspire research, innovations, and sustainable development for years to come. Thank you once again for joining us. I wish IEEE Delcon 2025 great success and a truly enriching experience for all. As always, in the end, I would like to dedicate a shared couplet, Urdu couplet to all my dear students. तू शाही है परवाज है काम तेरा तू शाही है परवाज है काम तेरा तेरे सामने आसमां और भी है थैंक यू
Thank you, ma'am, for articulating the department's academic rigor and collaborative spirit. We appreciate the department's collaborative efforts that has made this event possible. We now move to a gesture that symbolizes our collective spirit to growth and sustainability. The presentation of a token of gratitude from our side, which is the presentation of a sapling, which reflects the essence of Delcon's vision: nurture ideas and provide them the right environment. We now request our Honorable Registrar, Professor Mehtab Alam Rizvi Sir, to present a token of thanks to to our Chief Guest, Professor Onkar Singh, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Technical University, Dehradun. Thank you, sir. We now request our Professor Shahida Khatun ma'am, the head of the department, to present a sapling to Professor D.K. Chaturvedi from Dayal Bagh Educational Institute, Agra. Thank you, ma'am. We now request our organizing secretary, Dr. Arunesh Kumar Singh sir, to present a sapling to respected registrar sir, Professor Mehtab Alam Rizvi. Thank you, sir. We now request Professor Nemal Hassan sir to present a sapling to Professor Mohammad Sharif sir, Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Technology. Thank you, sir. now request our Professor Iqbal Ali sir, the organizing secretary, to present a sapling to Professor Nilofer Afzal ma'am, the Dean of Students Welfare. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We now request our Professor Anwar Shehzad Siddiqui sir, to present a sapling to our head of the department, Professor Shahida Khatun. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We now request Dr. Huma to present a sapling to our organizing secretary, Professor Iqbal Ali. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We now request Dr. Mohammad Sarwar to present a sapling to our organizing secretary, Dr. Arunesh Kumar Singh. Thank you, sir. We now invite the Dean of Students Welfare, Professor Nilofer Afzal ma'am, under whose vision and efforts the 105th Foundation Day of our beloved university, Jamia Millia Islamia, has been a huge success. We now invite ma'am to share her thoughts about the Talimi Mela and the Foundation Day.
Esteemed Registrar Professor Mohammad Mehtab Alam Rizvi Sahab, Chief Guest Professor Omkar Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor Uttarakhand Technical University, Keynote Speaker Devendra Kumar Chaturvedi, Professor Sharif, Dean Faculty of Engineering, Professor Shaida, Head of the Department of Electrical Engineering, Dr. Arunesh Kumar, dear colleagues, friends, and my dear students, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. It gives me immense joy and pride to welcome you all to one of the most cherished traditions of Jamia Millia Islamia, the Talimi Mela, an integral part of our 105th Foundation Day celebrations. As Jamia Millia Islamia celebrates its 105th Foundation Day, it stands not just as a university, but as a living symbol of India's freedom, struggle, and a vision of education rooted in self-reliance, equality, and service to nation. Founded in 1920, Jamia was more than an educational institution. It was a movement born out of courage, sacrifice, and a dream of a self-respecting nation. The Talimi Mela, literally the fair of education, was envisioned by our founders as a unique way to merge learning with living, education as a unique way to merge learning with living. It was meant to be a space where books met crafts, knowledge met art, and students met society. A celebration of harmony between Talim, Tarbiyat, and Tanzeem. Each year, the Talimi Mela transforms our campus into a vibrant festival of learning, creativity, and culture. a living reflection of Jamia's soul. This year is especially significant after several years. The Talimi Mela returns in its full six-day glory from 29th October to 3rd November 2025. This revival marks not just an extended celebration but a reaffirmation of Jamia's belief that education is not confined to classrooms, it lives and breathes in the community. Over the decades, the Talimi Mela has evolved into an inseparable part of Jamia's identity. It showcases our students' research, innovation, artistic expression, and community engagement. From science and technology exhibitions to literary and cultural performances, from social awareness campaigns to an art displays and crafts, every corner of this Mela reflects a spirit of participation and collective creativity. This year's Salimi Mela carries forward that legacy with renewed vigor and youthful imagination. Our students from across faculties have designed exhibitions that highlight sustainability, innovation, inclusivity, and creative use of technology. They remind us that the true strength of Jamia lies in their curiosity, compassion, and courage to create change. As Dean of Student Welfare, it fills me with immense pride to see the enthusiasm, teamwork, and talent of our students bring to this event. On this year's Talimi Mela, let us also remember the vision of our founders, Maulana Muhammad Ali Jauhar, Hakim Ajmal Khan, Dr. Mukhtar Ahmad Ansari, Dr. Zakir Hussain, who built Jamia not merely as an institution of learning but as a moment of awakening. It was Mahatma Gandhi who called Jamia the nursery of national education. He believed in Nai Talim, education that engages the head, heart, and hand, nurturing self reliance and moral strength. In many ways, this Talimi Mela is a living continuation of that Gandhian dream where learning is experimental, purposeful, and rooted in service to society. Every foundation day is not just a celebration of the institution but also a tribute to those who built it brick by brick, often in the face of immense hardship. The founders of Jamia envisioned education as a moral duty means to empower individuals and serve humanity. So Talimi Mela is a living tribute to that vision, a reminder that education is not just about degrees, but about developing empathy, creativity, and social responsibility. At this moment, I must express my deepest gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Mazhar Asif Sahab. Under his visionary leadership, Jamia has not only upheld its glorious traditions but also embraced the challenges of a changing world with wisdom and grace. It is through his thoughtful guidance and constant encouragement that Talimi Mela has been revived in its full spirit after many years. Professor Mazhar Asif Sahab believes that education must remain connected to society, that every student should find meaning, purpose, and pride in being part of Jamia. His emphasis on student welfare, cultural vibrancy, and academic excellence continue to inspire us all. I am equally grateful to our respected Registrar Professor Muhammad Mehtab Alam Rizvi Sahab, whose quiet strength, efficiency, and commitment ensure that every initiative at Jamia runs smoothly. His steady support and meticulous coordination have been the backbone of these celebrations, from planning to execution. His deep sense of responsibility and humility reflect the very spirit of Jamia. My heartfelt appreciations to all faculty members, administrative staff, and most of all our students who have worked day and night to bring this beautiful celebration to life. Talimi Mela 2025, may it continue to inspire curiosity, creativity, and community spirit, the value that lie at the heart of Jamia Millia Islamia. Thank you.
Thank you, Nilofer ma'am, for perfectly summing up the vision of the Talimi Mela and the spirit that guides Jamia Millia Islamia. We now invite the Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Professor Muhammad Sharif sir, to address the gathering. Sir, we request you to share your thoughts and guidance.
our esteemed Registrar Professor Mohammad Mehtab Alam Rizvi Sahab, our chief guest this morning, Professor Omkar Singh, Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Technical University, Dean of Students Welfare, Professor Nilofar Afzal, our keynote speaker, Professor D.K. Chaturvedi, Professor Shahida Khatun, Head Electrical Engineering Department, dear colleagues, participants of the conference, and my dear students. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all. I also wish to express my sincere thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, who could not make it to this conference in person, but he has sent his warm wishes for the success of this conference. So it gives me intense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you to the inaugural session of the conference on recent smart technologies in engineering for sustainable development, which is organized as part of the celebrations marking Jamia Millia Islamia's 105th Foundation Day celebration. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Mazhar Asif Saab, and our esteemed Registrar, Professor Mohammad Mehtab Alam Rizvi Sahib, for their constant encouragement, visionary guidance, and unwavering support in promoting academic excellence and innovation in the university. I would like to take this opportunity to commend the organizing committee for their tireless efforts in bringing this event to life, and to extend heartfelt thanks to our speakers, partners, and delegates. I'm sure this conference would provide a valuable platform to deliberate on the latest developments in smart grids, renewable energy systems, artificial intelligence, robotics, and intelligent control mechanisms. I congratulate the organizers for choosing a theme which is very timely and significant, as it highlights how emerging technologies can drive sustainable development while addressing the pressing challenges of our time. I would like to highlight that our university has taken several significant initiatives to promote sustainable development, including the establishment of an extensive solar power network across the campus. Now, sustainable development has become very important these days because of the reason that it is also one of the categories now in NIRF ranking. And I must congratulate our Vice Chancellor and our Registrar for taking several significant steps in improving the sustainability development goals in our university. So as we embark on the sessions ahead, I am confident this conference will foster meaningful dialogue, collaboration, and innovation, inspiring us all to engineer solutions that are not only technologically advanced, but also environmentally responsible, sustainable, and socially inclusive. Thank you once again to all of you for your presence here. I wish this conference a great success and each of you an enriching and inspiring experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insights. We appreciate the faculty's commitment to interdisciplinary learning, strong industry partnerships, and outcomes that benefit society. Your continued guidance strengthens initiatives like Delcon 2025. We are grateful for your presence and support.
We now move to the souvenir unfolding ceremony which will be done by a very special member that we have today, our beloved robot.
We now invite the Honorable Registrar of Jamia Millia Islamia, Professor Muhammad Mehtab Alam Rizvi sir, whose steady administrative leadership and commitment to academic excellence continue to streamline processes and empower our scholars. Sir, we now request your humble presence in addressing the gathering.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. On the dais, today chief guest, Professor Pankaj Singh ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Uttarakhand Technical University. Today keynote speaker, Professor Radhakant ji, IIAC Bangalore. Professor D.K. Chaturvedi ji, Dayal Bagh Education Institute, Agra. Professor Sharif Sahab, Dean Faculty of Engineering. Professor Nilofer Sahiba, DSW, Jamia Millia Islamia. Professor Saida Khatun Sahiba, Head of Department, Electrical Engineering. My friend, Professor Iqbal Sahab, Arunesh ji, and of the desk, Head of the Department, my dear colleagues, my dear students, Assalamu alaikum, Namaskar and good morning. When I used to join or attend any events, I used to go through the history because I'm a student of political science and I'm also a student of history because my optional subject was history in graduation. So history is one of the important component in my mind even today also. So before coming to attend these events, I have gone through related to the IEEE. And I am also thankful to representative of the IEEE professor also sitting in front of here. So thankful for your support to Jamia Millia Islamia. So I have gone through the history. So I found that why IEEE, then Delcon started. So in 1884, that was AIEE, American Institute of Electrical Engineering. So then I thought that how it's become AIEEE. So the vice president of AIEE, who has worked very hard, and he tried to give the something new to the community, not only the American society but also the world. So he worked very hard, and that man is known as the Alexander Graham Bell. And we know very well about the Alexander Graham Bell because he also discovered, invented the telephone. So his visionary idea, finally it come to the AIEE and AIEEE. Then another man also behind this, that is the Thomas Alva Edison. You again aware about that. This is for the student because had the renowned professor already sitting from the Department of Electrical Engineering, Electronics Engineering, so they know very well. So Edison also think that why we are not try to discover something new for the people or for the new generation. So he also discovered the light bulb. Today, and from that day in 1963 to today, we are depend on the bulb. It changed in the structure, it changed in the nature, but we are depend on that. So these two persons behind the AIEEE, and these two persons the founder member of AIEEE, or AIEEE also. So in 1884 it was AIEEE, but it became in 1963 AIEEE. Oh, now we can say IEEE. So this is the IEEE. So this is available about that. So now each and every student now even today we used to call IEEE, etc. So this is the reason how we are talking about. If you come to the Delcon, or if you come to the IEEE, so I think more than 5 lakh people already enrolled in IEEE. Not only this, more than 70 lakhs paper already listed, or they have recorded, or they have preserved. So this is the achievement of IEEE. So that is the reason time to time we are discussing about that. And if you come to the Delcon, so Delcon is an international conference organized especially in Delhi. So this time responsibility given to the Jamia Millia Islamia. So this is also honor for us, and I'm thankful to the people, those who are assigning this work to Jamia Millia Islamia, and I am really grateful to them because of this assignment given to Jamia Millia Islamia. And I complete head of department, so I organize a wonderful international event for 3 days related to that. So Delcon has called the papers from the researchers in the 6 various tracks area, and you know very well. Number one, track one, a smart grid technology. So in 3 days conference, I'm sure you will discuss detail in the smart grid technology. I'm not expert on that yet, so I don't want to intervene in your area also. Then track two, I'm sure you will discuss about the power system operation and control. And track 3 control system, and track 4 robotics and automation. And the best example we can cite here is related to robotic automation. You can see here also. So this is the good opportunity, and you have shown the real example, practical example of the track 4. Then track 5 we will discuss about the power electronics, machine and drives. And track 6 we will discuss about the sensor measurement and technology also. And Professor Sahida also spoke about more than 700 people registered for this conference. Only few hundred people selected for this conference also. So I again congratulate the Department of Electrical Engineering, Faculty of Engineering for giving me opportunity, and I can congratulate because you are organizing a wonderful conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Mehtab sir, for your visionary message. Your words inspire us to pursue research with responsibility and innovation with humility. Allow me to introduce our chief guest for the day, Professor Onkar Singh, Vice Chancellor of Veer Madho Singh Bhandari.
It is my honor to welcome our guest of honor, Professor D.K. Chaturvedi.
A very good morning to all of you. With the permission of the organizers, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and a space in your conference. Today is a very special day for all of us in India. It is the birth anniversary of Sardar Patel, and it becomes a little more special because it's 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, which is celebrated as the Rashtriya Ekta Divas. And we have in Jamia also, we are also celebrating the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. At Jamia, we are really indebted to the country's glorious nationalist legacy and are proud to celebrate the national icons like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who had made invaluable contribution towards unifying the nation. In the morning, we had a very well-attended run for unity led by none other than our dynamic Vice Chancellor and Professor Badar Asif and Professor Mehtab Alam Rizvi Sahab. And a lot of students, faculty members participated in the run for unity in the morning. We need to take a pledge to dedicate ourselves to internal security of the country. So may I request all members to please stand up, and I will read sections of the pledge first, and then you can possibly repeat the pledge after me. I solemnly pledge that I dedicate myself to preserve the unity, integrity, and security of the nation. And also strive hard to spread this message among my fellow men. I take this pledge in the spirit of unification of my country, which was made possible by the vision and actions of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. I also solemnly resolve to make my own contribution to ensure internal security of my country. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zubair sir, for addressing the gathering. Now, it is my honor to invite our guest of honor, Professor D.K. Chaturvedi sir, Dean of Faculty of Engineering, Dayalbagh Institute, Agra. Sir is an acclaimed scientist and educator with many research papers, major awards, and numerous international collaborations. To his credit, sir, we are truly honored to have you among us.
Thank you. Honorable dignitaries on the dais, esteemed colleagues, esteemed guests, and bright minds from around the world, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to see the proceeding of this inaugural ceremony today in the morning, and I recall some of the phrases which I would like to share with you. किसी ने कहा है कि जिसने वक्त को पैदा किया, जिसने वक्त को पैदा किया, उसके लिए कुछ वक्त निकाल लिया करिए, उसके लिए कुछ वक्त निकाल के देखिए, वो आपका वक्त बदल दे। And in the morning I had seen, we started our proceedings by remembering the Almighty. So if we follow this process, certainly we gain a lot in our life. It is a profound privilege to stand before you at this international conference on recent smart technologies in engineering for sustainable development. Sustainability is not something new for Indians. This is in our DNA. We always follow the sustainability or sustainable life since our birth. We always try to use the products as long as we can. And if due to anything, the sizes changes or some changes will be there, those things will be used by our youngers. And then, if it is not usable, then we use to clean our houses or clean our motorcycle, cycle, car and so on. पोछे की तरह यूज करना शुरू करते हैं जब कपड़े छोटे हो जाते हैं. So that is the sustainability. How do we reduce our necessity? And then how we reuse it? And if it is possible, then how do we recycle them? And these are the principles of sustainability. Today we celebrate not only technical innovations, but also the wisdom to apply that innovation for the greater good of our planet and its people. Our times demand intelligent solutions that are as principled as they are powerful. The smart technologies, artificial intelligence, advanced sensing, digital twins, autonomous systems, and data-driven design hold immense potential to transform how we build, move, and interact with other world, bring smiles on the faces of every human being. Yet with greater capabilities comes great responsibility. The true measure of progress is not only the efficiency of a system, but the fairness of its impact, the resilience of communities, and the stewards of our nation, the natural resources. I would like to acknowledge the tireless work of researchers, engineers, policymakers, industry partners, and students whose curiosity and perseverance drive meaningful change. Your interdisciplinary collaboration bridging computation, material science, civil and environmental engineering, energy system, and social science create solutions that are robust, scalable, and inclusive. Every project presents a choice to implement a solution that solves problems today or to design for a future that is just sustainable and enduring. Let's choose the latter. Let our smart technologies be guided by integrity, crafted with rigor, and deployed with humility. I commend the exemplary work showcased in this conference, from smart materials that reduce energy use to intelligent grid analytics and optimize resource allocation, from autonomous monitoring of ecosystem to citizen-centered urban tooling. May these initiatives inspire new collaborations, pilot programs, and scalable deployments across continents. Technology should serve people, not replace them. Innovation must improve quality of life and preserve dignity. Engineers and researchers should model responsible behavior, mentoring young professionals, and cultivate a culture of respect, empathy, and lifelong learning. Your creativity paired with compassion is the catalyst for a sustainable tomorrow. Embrace cross-disciplinary learning, seek diverse perspectives, and pursue bold ideas with disciplined execution, and do everything on time. The time is very, very important and precious. So I just tell you a small story. A person planned to go to Mumbai from Delhi, and his train was at 9 a.m. in the morning. But due to the traffic or due to some problems, he could not reach to the station at 9 o'clock. He reached by 9:05. So if somebody will ask, वो कितना late था? What will be your answer? 5 minutes, right? I will say no. As per my opinion, he was late by 1 day, 24 hours, because the next train will go next day. So he was late by 24 hours. And if you are going to attend some interview, and that interview will be postponed, or now it will be held a week later, so you are late by 1 week. And if you are going to participate in some birthday party, you are late by 1 year. And if you are going to attend the death ceremony, you are late for forever. So your objective, your purpose is not to catch the train. Your purpose, your objective is to attend or participate in a particular event. So you have to differentiate between the means and the purpose. मकसद आपका क्या है? मकसद आपका ट्रेन पकड़ना नहीं, मकसद आपका उस इवेंट में पार्टिसिपेट करना है. And most of the time, our younger people, budding engineers, confuse between the means and the purpose. मकसद से भटक जाते हैं, and that is the most important thing. And that's why these type of conferences certainly help us how to focus on your purpose, on your goal. There may be n number of means to achieve that goal, but we always stuck in the means and not focus on the purpose. मकसद पे अगर आप focus करेंगे, then your life will be successful. So whatever the work you do, or whatever the size of our university or colleges, which may grow, whatever be the increase in activities, but the utmost attention is to be given to our drifting away from principles of our university, Jamia. The basic principles of Jamia culture must be firmly sustained. Jamia Millia Islamia is renowned for its harmonious blend of traditional values and modern aspirations, guided by commitment to inclusivity, educational excellence, and social responsibility. If you go away from these principles, if you are focused not on the purpose, and if you focus on the means, then you will be diverted. If we deviate from this purpose, then we lost everything. With these words, I would like to conclude and extend my gratitude to the organizing committee, the sponsors, and all participants. I wish this conference achieve a great success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor D.K. Chaturvedi, sir, for your valuable insights. Allow me to introduce our chief guest for the day, Professor Onkar Singh, Vice Chancellor of Veer Madho Singh Bhandari Uttarakhand Technical University and the founding Vice Chancellor of Madan Mohan Malviya University of Technology, Gorakhpur. A distinguished mechanical engineer and academic leader, he has also served as Vice Chancellor at leading state universities and contributed significantly to examination reforms and digital transformations in higher education. Please join me in welcoming Professor Onkar Singh to share his insights.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries sitting on the dais, faculty members of this esteemed university with a standing of more than 100 years, participants, delegates, students, and the invited guests, and the persons from press and media. It's my privilege to be part of the inaugural ceremony of this annual event being held in the premises of this university, and I congratulate the Department of Electrical Engineering for taking this initiative to hold the international conference on a very pertinent subject that relates to the smart technologies and sustainable development. For me, as a part of the technical fraternity and with the understanding of the technical education of more than 3 decades, the engineering and technology as such revolves around the sustainability. Whatever we do, we try to make the life of every individual comfortable. Whatever processes we modify, whatever gadgets and equipments we evolve with, they are only to help the society, and eventually in the process, of late we have observed that we have simply forgotten the price which we are paying and which our future generations will pay. The information technology has percolated very fast because it is very easy and it has a glamour attached to it. But if you look at the hardcore technologies and the developments which are happening there, which are actually the backbone of this present civilization, are taking backseat. It should be a point of concern for everybody who is part of the academic fraternity, especially in the field of engineering and technology. Since last many years, I have been observing that the kids are having a special interest towards the computer science and related domains. The working conditions could be different from the hardcore engineering domains, and if you compare it with the computer science and information technology domains, But if you look into the primary enablers from where we are going to sustain the civilization, we need to have and we need to invite and strategize for bringing the best of the brains in hardcore engineering and technology. The core engineering disciplines, the electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, chemical engineering, electronics and communication, and all those offshoots which have been there over a period of time need to filled with the best of the brains in times to come. The demographic dividend which we have today, which will not be lasting for more than 10, 15 years down the line, need to be brought into mainstream so as to ensure that whatever kind of civilization we are in today, it continues at the same pace and it grows at the same pace. The artificial intelligence is percolating very fast. It is making our lives very easier, but we have to see eventually what is going to be the price which we will be paying for it. Especially in a time when we do not have any ethical code for it, it's bound to make our life quite miserable. It is becoming very difficult to differentiate between whether it's an outcome of a human intervention or it's a machine generated outcome. So in this particular situation, we have to definitely engage our younger generation for the upcoming domains of artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, and associated technologies. But at the same time, we have to see that whatever we are doing, that should not affect the planet Mother Earth at any point of time. That should be our focus. That should be our objective. You might be knowing that there are very small countries across the globe which are rich with certain special resources. If you look at Jamaica, it's rich with bauxite. If you look at Congo, it's rich with cobalt. So these are I'm just citing a couple of examples to make it, just to underline that the resources which are there with these special territories are not being used by those territories. If you look at the kind of humanity and the conditions in which people are living there, they are still in a miserable state. So we have to be very careful when we are going for the technological advancement, that we have to see the socio-economic conditions of our own territory, and accordingly, whatever interventions we want to come up with, they should be making the life of our citizenry easier and comfortable and sustainable first, and then for the rest of the humanity. We, being one of the most populous nation on this planet Earth, have enormous human potential. The technologies which we come up with, if I take the example of very simple technology of air conditioning, which has made our lives 24/7 like machine. So we are living in an age where every individual is working like a machine. We are trying to overcome the natural time cycle, and that's something which we have been successful. Our outputs have increased. We are working 24/7. But at the same time, if you look into the impact which we are creating on the environment, that's really a big challenge. And the climate change which is happening, that's a big challenge. The impacts which are being created, they are visible now. The weather conditions, especially in a place where you are sitting, the Delhi is always having a lot of difficulties in winter season. We say that it's smog, which is making the life very difficult. Breathing troubles are there. So we have to find the solutions to these technologies and to these problems through the technological interventions. See, the topic which you have chosen, that is smart technologies. See, I'll just put a smart as S stands for sense, M stands for measure, A to analyze, and R to react, and then to transform. So whatever technological advancements we come up with, we need to sense, we need to measure them, we need to analyze what is the impact, and then we should react and eventually transform. The sustainable development should be something which should be over and above the base which we have for artificial intelligence. For me as an individual, I am a strong advocate of the use of technology. But at the same time, I wish that whatever technological advancements and digital interventions we make, they should be for the good of humanity. It should bring in the accountability and transparency in the system. For that, the digital transformations are very good. But when it comes to replacing the human being, replacing the human intellect with certain machine, we have to be very careful. And we all, those who are part of the academic fraternity, have to ponder upon all these issues. The way we are moving forward, the time is not far away, then we may be governed by someone else who is just putting a framework, and we are being fit into those slots. The artificial intelligence based gadgets which we are coming up with, we have very limited intervention in that. The core technological gadgets which we are coming up with, we have very little interventions in that. So the human resource which we have, the country which is blessed with the demographic dividend, needs to underline its own requirements first. It needs to see that how it's going to lead the whole of the world. The China is one of the live example who have focused on all those core technologies, and they have flooded the global markets with their products. We also need to work on those lines, and in a democratic setup which we have some blessing in disguise. Everybody is free to think, free to act. There is a protection, social protection is there. You are being allowed to do whatever you want to do. So under these circumstances, the responsibility falls back on those who are part of the education system. We should ponder upon, we should seriously think, and starting from the kindergarten stage to the final graduation, post-graduation, and doctoral level, we have to be careful about our purpose of the education and the mission with which we should take it forward. My best wishes to the organizers, especially to the Department of Electrical Engineering and Faculty of Engineering and Technology of the Jamia University and Delhi chapter of the IEEE for holding this event consecutively for the 4th time, and hope that the deliberations which are going to be there, they will be fruitful one. And amongst the tracks which I have seen, I am very happy to see that there are 3 sessions which are dedicated to the digital humanity. It's it's a subject which should be deliberated thoroughly, and the discussions which are going to be there, if they are really meaningful ones, they should be documented well, because whatever we do, that is being done for the humanity. So my congratulations to each one of you once again, and to participants. I hope that whatever time you spend here, whatever discussions and friends you make, they will be all fruitful one. Wish you all the best. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We are truly honored to have you among us. We now proceed to the memento presentation in honor of our dignitaries. I would like to invite our chief guest, Professor Onkar Singh, sir, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Uttarakhand Technical University. I would request our HOD ma'am to present a memento to sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. We would now like to invite our guest of honor, Professor D.K. Chaturvedi from Dayal Bagh Education Institute, Agra. We would request Arunesh sir to present a memento to sir. Thank you, sir. We would now like to invite Professor Radhakant Padi sir from IISc Bangalore. We would request Arunesh sir to present a memento to sir. Thank you, sir. We would now like to invite our Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Professor Mohammad Sharif sir, and we would like to invite Iqbal sir to present a memento to sir. Thank you, sir. We also have Dr. Sneha Kabra, Secretary of IEEE Delhi Section. We would like ma'am to come here and we would like to request our HOD ma'am to present a memento to ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We would like to request Dr. Sarwar to present a memento to our HOD ma'am, Professor Shahida Khatun. We would request Dr. Huma to present a memento to Dr. Iqbal sir, who is the organizing committee secretary for IEEE Delcon here. Thank you, sir. We would like to request Dr. Sadaf Naqvi to present a memento to Dr. Arunesh Kumar Singh. Okay, ma'am is not here. We would like to invite Anwar Shehzad sir. We would like to request Arunesh sir to present a memento to Abdul Qayyum Ansari sir. Okay, sir is not here. We would like to request Professor Nemul Hassan sir. We would like to thank all our dignitaries. These tokens symbolize our gratitude and recognition of your contribution to this academic community. With this, we would like to conclude and we would like to invite Dr. Arunesh Kumar Singh sir for the vote of thanks.
Thank you. Thank you all of you for listening us for around more than 1 hour. So now this is the last step of this function. So this is the formal word of thanks. So first of all, I would like to thank to our chief guest, Professor Omkar Singh, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Uttarakhand Technical University, and thank you, sir. Within a short time period, you accepted and you came over here. You are most welcome, sir. Thank you. And now I would like to thank to our guest of honor, Professor D.K. Chaturvedi Saab. He is very punctual and he reached over here around 1 hour before. Sir. Thank you, sir, for your punctuality and to accept our invitation for the same. Thank you. Now I would like to thank to our Honorable Vice Chancellor Saab, Professor Mazhar Asif Saab, and our respected Registrar Saab, Professor Mehtab Alam Rizvi Saab, who came over here, but because of some engagement, he just leave this occasion. So I thank to them, and they encourage us to organize this conference. Now I would like to thank our Dean Faculty of Engineering, Professor Mohammad Sarif Saab. Thank you, sir. Your continuous support to us for organizing this conference. Thank you. And I would like to thank our DSW ma'am, Professor Nilofar ma'am. He made this conference a part of the Foundation Day, so I thank to them also. Now I would like to thank our keynote speaker of this conference, Professor Radhakant Padi Saab from IISc Bangalore. Thank you, sir. He accepted our invitation and he came over here. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to thank our IEEE Delhi Section Secretary, Professor Sneha Kabra, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. You came over here and you graced this occasion. And thanks for your continuous support to organize this conference. Now I would like to thank our conference chair, Professor A.Q. Ansari Saab. He is the past chair of IEEE Delhi section. Now I would like to thank to our organizing secretary of this conference, Professor Iqbal Saab. He is involved continuously for reviewing process of this conference. Thank you, sir. You have given the more time for reviewing this process. Thank you. And now I would like to thank our technical program chair, Professor Naimul Hasan Saab, who has given their time continuously day and night for organizing the sessions of this conference for upcoming 3 days. Thank you, sir. And now I would like to our deans, HODs, professors of Jamia Millia Islamia for coming and joining this conference and to grace this occasion. Thank you to all. And none of the else, the main thing is the research scholars, the authors who came over here for joining this conference. I thank to them, and they have contributed in this conference by participating through the research papers and their presence. I thank to them. And the last one, this conference could not be completed because, without the effort of our volunteers. So please kindly clap for the volunteers of this conference. They are continuing supporting us and working day and night. So please clap for them. And now I would like to thank to our teaching and non-teaching staff of our Department of Electrical Engineering, especially they are professors. They are working with us, and they have accepted the session chair and other responsibility to contribute in this conference. And I would like to name the main organizing committee members of this conference who are contributing day and night in the reviewing process. Dr. Saif, Dr. Ikra, Dr. Server, and Farhat, Ajra, Anwar, Kasif. So I thank to them. If I left any name, please forgive us. So all of you are contributing in this conference. So I thank you all. So once again, I thank you all for joining this inauguration session. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Arunesh sir, for perfectly summing up our event for the day. We now request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem. Thank you. This concludes the inaugural function of Delcon 2025. We wish you all